Hey y'all, happy Thursday and welcome back to the Pageant Podcast. Like last episode, I'm going to start doing personal recaps where I just talk about what's been going on since the last episode, what I've been up to. So, less than an hour ago, I got out of my second midterm this week of, oh my goodness, can you tell I'm tired? Social media, and I think it went really well, so I'm happy about that. Besides that, just been doing a lot of stuff for being in a sorority now and lots and lots of studying because midterm season is upon us. If you're a college kid, you know. Today's topic is very fitting because I'm dressed and ready to go to the gym. We are going to be talking about fitness. Fitness is not a required area of competition for a lot of pageants. However, for Miss Teen USA, it is a required area of competition, so I want to really dive into it and go in depth. We will also be going into detail about other areas of competition that kind of replace fitness in different pageants, but that will come with later episodes. Fitness is definitely an area of competition that is given to contestants that are a little bit older. You're not going to see young kids doing fitness because that's just not really appropriate to have as a main area of competition. Sometimes pageants will have it as an optional, as a fun little thing girls can do, but it won't be required unless you're older. Now, what is the goal of fitness? The goal of the fitness area of competition is to truly strengthen the mindset and the health of the competitors. It's to encourage them to lead healthy lifestyles, to be confident in their body and themselves, and to also showcase their walking abilities because fitness patterns are incredibly different, and the way you walk in fitness is completely different from formal wear. Fitness definitely showcases a more fun and bouncy side where formal wear is more like serious, formal, like kind of like glamorous. Fitness is a little bit more fun and flirty. Guys, I don't know why my hair has decided to be a fluff ball, but so first off, what is the fitness competition? So similarly to the formal wear competition, it is a routine performed on stage, and they usually do give you a pattern for this routine, and then you make up the poses, the in-betweens. It's like you get the script, you're filling it in. In the fitness competition, you wear athletic wear. This can be a sports bra, a sports tank top, shorts, leggings, an athletic dress, an athletic skirt. There's many different variations, but virtually you are wearing something that you would wear to work out or do physical activity. However, the thing about pageants is that things are never simple. So usually these outfits are very bright, very colorful, and try to showcase the contestant's personality to display a full range of emotions when you're watching the competitor perform their routine. The only competitions that you don't get to pick your outfits for are usually national competitions. So Miss USA and Miss America, if you are a teen competing in the teen divisions, then they will provide you with a fitness outfit to wear. This kind of is a way for them to even the playing field and make sure nobody gets an advantage at a national and prestigious level. Fitness routines are at a lot higher of a pace than formal wear routines. So while formal wear is very graceful and like slow ballad songs are played, this is when you get to hear the pop music, you get to hear songs that you know and you hear on the radio. And your routine is very light, very airy. There's a lot more smiling. It's a little less sultry and more fun. Fitness is where you get to do fast turns, some great hands on the hips moments that really bring forth personality into the routine. A very important thing to remember about fitness is you are wearing tennis shoes, which is a lot different than walking in heels. When you walk in heels, you automatically look a little bit more graceful because you've got that height, that elongation. But when you're walking in tennis shoes, it's very easy to look flat-footed. It's very easy to go heel toe, heel toe, heel toe, and just not look very professional and look out of place. But you don't want to look like you're just walking around a gym. You want to look like you're modeling, you're showcasing the shoes. So a lot of this time, showcasing the shoes. You're showcasing you. So a lot of time this means walking on your toes and just being very agile and trying to look as graceful as you can while wearing big sneakers. Some tips I like to use is number one, to wear slimmer fit tennis shoes because then it slims down your foot and it doesn't look as big. I naturally have big feet. Sometimes my dad calls me Bigfoot. I'm size 8.5, which isn't crazy, but if I were to wear big blocky tennis shoes, that's all anyone would be staring at on stage. You also want to keep your tennis shoes neutral. That way it doesn't draw attention down to your shoes, because at the end of the day, you want to walk well in your shoes, but you don't want your shoes to be the main focus that the judges are looking at. One kind of mistake I used to make when doing fitness routines, when I was just doing it as an optional, is I would add a bunch of rhinestones to my shoes, which is very fun. However, looking back, all I can think is, wow, the judges were probably just looking at my shoes, which looked awesome, but maybe weren't the vibe at the time. For me, I have actually really grown to enjoy fitness because it motivates me to be better. When I think about competing, especially in Miss Teen USA, it reminds me, okay, I'm gonna go to the gym, I'm gonna eat healthy, I'm gonna take care of myself so I can feel good and look my best on stage. Guys, genuinely, what is up with my hair today? I can't. Fitness competitions are some of the times where people like to draw back their hair. Speaking of hair, they like to draw back their hair, and so it's not in their way, because in formal wear you can use your hair to like frame your face. But if you have a lot of hair, like me when I have my extensions in, not really me now, but me when I have my extensions in, I have a lot of hair. If I wear my hair fully down, sometimes it's hard to keep my hair out of my face, and because you're moving faster, sometimes it can like fly in your face. I did have my hair down at stage just because fitness and formal wear were like right one after the other. But what I tried to do is make sure my hair was completely behind my shoulders when I stepped on stage. That way it wasn't getting in the way and wasn't distracting me while I was on stage. So, fitness prep, let's talk about it. What do you need to do? The number one thing I think you need to do is practice your walking. I know you were expecting workout. That's not the number one thing, because you can be super duper fit and you can be jacked. However, example of jacked, if you can't get on stage and walk correctly, it's going to be distracting. The judges are going to see you and think, okay, she looks good, but she doesn't know how to walk. And walking is really important because that is how you are seen. So you need to be able to showcase yourself in a good way. This means not doing anything distracting, like giant jumping jacks, jumping off the ground. And this also means just providing a very clean image. Second thing I'm gonna tell you to do is work out and take care of yourself. It is so important that you listen to your body and you do what you think is best. I think so many people are like, okay, what are they doing? I'm gonna do exactly what they're doing because then I'll look exactly like that. That's not the vibe. Everybody's body is different. Everybody responds to food and working out in different ways. So it's important to try things out and find what works for you and what makes you feel the best, because the goal at the end of the day of the fitness competition is to make you feel good. Insecurities are hard to handle. Everybody has them. Everybody feels insecure at some points, especially when you're wearing a sports bra on stage. Sometimes you can feel a bit overwhelmed. However, it's so important to remember that you are valuable as you are. If you're somebody who's not able to work out, you're valuable. If you're somebody that doesn't have time to work out, you are valuable. So when you step on stage, you need to feel that confidence, that radiance, that glow, because you are amazing just as you are. The third thing that's important is pace and facials. So pace is gonna be walking at a nice, quicker speed, but you don't wanna be running on stage. Please don't run on stage. And for facials, you need more positive, more bright energy. It's kind of like facials you would give, I wanna say dance routine because that's a little bit too much, but like dance routine, but lower it by a few levels. Those are the kind of facials you want to be giving to your audience. I know fitness can be really intimidating to a lot of competitors, but this is why it's important to have a good coach that will teach you about fitness routines. I know fitness has always been my weakness. I'm aware of that because I haven't been doing it for very long. And my amazing coaches are so helpful, and they truly teach me and they work with me and guide me on how I can be better and look better on stage. Last but not least, Fitness can be different for everyone because you're just given that prompt and you fill it in, and you can fill it in a little bit more than you do formal wear. Formal wear, you don't want to overcrowd it because you're walking slowly, and so you don't want to stay on stage for 8 million minutes. But in fitness, you're on stage for less time automatically because you're walking faster, and so you can really pack in some impressive movements, some turns, some poses that people might not think about. So you have to have a lot of fun with it. Okay guys, that is it for today. I really hope you enjoyed this video. It was a little bit longer than the last one. We're going to keep going with areas of competition next week on Tuesday. So please tune into the Pageant Podcast. I really appreciate everybody who likes this video, everybody who watches it through and comments. That means the absolute most to me. Please leave any advice or comments you have below so that I can read them and I can do better in the next episode, because I do always read them. I hope you all have an amazing Thursday, and I will see you back here Tuesday for a new episode. Bye, y'all.